This is Moro Jagadish Singh, co-founder and CEO of Colourful Curries. In partnership with his brother RJ, the dynamic duo provide high-quality commercial Indian-style curry sauces and pastes to local businesses all across Australia and New Zealand. Having operated for 10 years, Colourful Curries is currently considering options to exponentially increase its customer base via online retail to the public and a move to cloud-based IT. This is to counteract incremental decreases in sales growth caused by new entrants into the market and lost or unfulfilled orders. It is anticipated that one day Colourful Curries will become the market leader for curry sauces and pastes. Here at Cater, we aim to provide the best cloud-based platforms to support many small to medium enterprises. We think many of these smaller businesses are in a transitional phase, adapting to the exponential growth of data brought by the information age.
My name's Nick and I'm the Chief Database Engineer here at Cater and have worked on multiple projects regarding cloud-based implementation. I think the most asked question I get on this role is what really are the advantages of the cloud for our clients?
First of all, using the cloud enables SMEs to obtain a high flexibility in terms of data access as opposed to hosting data in a privatized server. Cloud computing allows your employees to be more flexible both in and out of the workplace. Employees can now access these files and sales data using web-enabled devices such as smartphones and laptops. This ability to share these documents and other files over the internet can enable both internal and external collaboration. To give a real-life example, Google Drive makes the simplest use of the cloud, enabling users to dynamically store their files, which allows portable access from multiple devices. Another advantage of cloud-based computing is the disaster recovery element it provides. Data in many businesses is the driving factor for growth, hence it is vital that it remains secure. A common problem affecting businesses is the loss of data due to data corruption or human error. To counteract this, users can back up their business's data by sending a copy of this information to a third-party provider that hosts the cloud. These third-party providers, such as Amazon Web Services, are not only secure, but allow massive amounts of data to be stored for a price that is essentially null. In the case of AWS, they offer storage services of $0.025 per gigabyte. All in all, this allows SMEs to reduce the risks of file corruption, failure, or loss of data in a cost-efficient manner. Thirdly, there is the advantage of integration and standardization. By combining cloud-based applications and services into a single, nuanced cloud platform, end users will be able to conveniently store and retrieve data via work-based databases. Similarly, the standardization of cloud-based services can also reduce defects and data incompatibility issues. This in itself will improve SMEs' overall computational efficiencies by providing end users with the most up-to-date information that will automatically sync with each other via the cloud.
Of course, on the contrary, like with all technology, SMEs must consider the following drawbacks that comes with the rise of cloud computing. The most important one being the limited control that comes with diluting control to a third-party vendor. SMEs can only control and manage the data applications. However, the key administrative tasks such as updating and hosting infrastructure will not be passed on to the end user. SMEs would also have limited control over the downtime of cloud servers, especially because they are dependent on the internet connections at the time. Possibilities of outages and slowdowns may incur, which lead to a drop in productivity. As IT consultants, we suggest implementing an offline version of the most recent data to mitigate the possible inefficiencies. Another huge risk small to medium enterprises should be aware of when using the cloud is the security risk that comes with the migration to cloud-based computing. New businesses that enter the markets are especially vulnerable to internet attacks because they are outsourcing their resources. This risk can be exploited, especially in an era of mobile systems where confidential information may be leaked into the hands of anyone. Businesses should extend its security systems by limiting data access based on employee titles and having a clear knowledge of who is in the possession of what data at what times of the day. It is easy to see how the advantages of cloud computing easily outweigh their drawbacks if easily managed. Hence, we will recommend specific cloud-based products that is most suitable for businesses to increase their competitive advantage.
Hey, long time, bro.
Hey, long time no see. Hey, this is Murray.
Hello.
This is also Nick. You boys should take some.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank you guys from Cater for taking the time to chat with us. We really appreciate it because having a limited background in the tech space, it is of utmost importance that the Colourful Courier safeguards its customer data, intellectual property, and global operations while transitioning to the cloud.
Yeah, so just to add on to what Murray just stated, ever since the cybersecurity attack compromised our IT infrastructure back in 2016, our company has struggled to meet the changing needs of the market. Given these challenges, we've consulted you guys at Cater.
Do you think implementing cloud-based technologies will heavily impact the intellectual structure at Colourful Courier?
Well, Moro, first of all, if you implement cloud-based systems, you will definitely need to make a few changes with the management. As tough as it is, if you use the cloud, you will either have to hire IT specialists with experience in cloud-based IT or replace your existing management.
I think you should account for some losses in productivity while you are in the transitional phase of migrating to the cloud. Your employees are more likely to be resistant to this change in scenery, and there's always a chance of organizational conflict as your business is not has no previous experience with this matter.
Yeah, so more what I think he's trying to get at is that upper management will need the other departments to know that change is a priority in order for Colourful Couriers to move forward, and we expect them to work in unison with the IT department during this period.
I see. So I'll definitely need your help with that then, Gavin.
Did you know that the Harvard Business Review conducted a study regarding businesses using cloud and found that around 74% of the businesses were able to achieve a greater competitive advantage over the competitors due to their implementation of cloud-based solutions?
Greater competitive advantage at a minimal cost to the business. Count me in. I still think though, you need to help us with determining what applications or cloud-based products to use.
Well, in terms of applications, there are many of which you can consider. First of all, you can perhaps consider hosting your data on cloud-based services provided by companies such as Amazon in the form of, say, Amazon Web Services.
Amazon Web Services, or AWS, is a web-based IT infrastructure service offered by Amazon in 2006. We think AWS is best suited to your business function as it can provide a low-cost, scalable, and reliable infrastructure platform that reduces and replaces the current high infrastructure expense that stems from the maintenance of servers. If Colourful Couriers is to expand its sales, you will definitely need a platform to store your data securely, and hence AWS would be a good implementation for your current and future needs.
I've heard of that web service before, but will this be secure?
Looking into your business, we noticed that security has been one of the prevalent issues that has affected your business growth. SAS-70 Type 2, PCI DSS Level 1, HIPAA are just one of the many well-recognized certifications that AWS has. On top of that, Amazon's data servers have several layers of physical and operational security protocols, hence allowing them to be one of the leading cloud service providers hosting the needs for businesses both big and small.
I watched one of the videos that Gavin sent me. I was pretty intrigued by the possibility of information sharing following the adoption of these cloud-based services. Will it increase the efficiency of our business process?
Of course, AWS is a platform that can be flexible to operating systems so that you can select the programming model or development platform that will be most beneficial for your business. For Colourful Couriers, AWS is able to perform a myriad of functions such as storing data and data backup for ingredients and recipes. You can use the data to implement AI machine learning, which run applications to detect trends such as consumer behavior and market growth. From the trends, Colourful Curries can examine which products are competitive and which ones are costing the business. The flexibility here lets you concentrate on innovating your business strategy rather than worrying about the infrastructure.
I really like how this flexibility can provide us with new opportunities to generate a competitive edge. It enables me to make timely decisions and adjust to the rapid market conditions. How much is it exactly?
AWS uses a pay-as-you-go pricing system. This is good for Colourful Curries, as you only consume as much storage as required. There is no minimum expenditure, and you do not have to worry about making investments to cover up for your costs. Generally, the price for 1 gigabyte of storage is $0.025, which is relatively cheap compared with traditional infrastructure hosted servers.
That seems like a reasonable suggestion. Do you maybe have any more suggestions to help Colourful Curries improve the IT component within our business?
Well, since you plan on increasing your marketing presence, have you perhaps considered making an online app that enables customers to place orders for your products online?
Sorry guys, just came from the bathroom.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I have considered it, but...
Yeah, so if you plan on doing that, I would recommend maybe the Docker application. Essentially, Docker is a tool that is designed to help app developers create and deploy and run applications using what is called images and containers.
Something like that sounds like something that aligns with our current business strategy.
Yeah, Docker is definitely suitable for you. I mean, if you plan on approaching the market this way, let me give you an example. If Colourful Curries is to develop an online ordering application, you create an image of the application. When you run Docker, you create a container which is essentially a packaged version of that application, and it's ready to use at any time. By using these containers, which is based off the application image, Colourful Curries can rest assured that the application is able to run on any machine, no matter what the specs of that machine is. So, the images of these applications can also be stored on the cloud, which using a Docker cloud service, allowing Colourful Curries to have access to it from anywhere around the globe.
Thanks for that. You really eased my concerns around the whole cloud transition. I think I can safely say for both RG and I that we will be committed to this change and hope to see its success soon. Now with all serious things out of the way, anyone free for curry?
Hey Gavin, just wanted to follow up with you regarding CC's transition to the cloud. Is there anything you want to talk to me about?
Well, I'm still a bit concerned over some potential data security issues. You say the counter argument against transitioning from a piecemeal system to the cloud is that data is at an even higher risk of target security breach. Hackers can compromise the interoperability of CC's IT infrastructure from anywhere, making it even harder for IT specialists to control and monitor information. So how do you suggest we prepare for this?
Personally, I would perhaps suggest employing data encryption via multi-layered password protection keys to prevent confidential user details from being accessed by independent third parties. Alternatively, AWS offers a virtual private cloud service to businesses to maintain multiple data backups of sensitive information. This way, firms will have increased control over its data.
Okay, what about the following challenges? Upskilling the workforce and adapting to the migration to cloud-based systems.
Yes, upskilling the workforce, when done properly, will maximize the productive efficiency of Colourful Curries' workforce at the lowest possible cost. This will be facilitated by practical workshops aimed at improving employees' technical capabilities. In the short run, employees will initially operate at less efficiently to adjust to the new system. However, in the long run, improvements in efficiency per worker will enable CC to capitalize on previously unattainable growth opportunities.
That's interesting. Will this affect our business strategy in any way?
Well, it depends. CC must continually adapt its IT infrastructure to meet the changing needs of the information age. From my experience in helping small to medium enterprises transition to the cloud, having a strong and focused business strategy is the key to overcoming any challenges that may arise. Because if you don't, this will do more harm than good to the overall sales growth of the business.
Anyways, I've got to go. Thanks for all your help. Peace.